On Sunday, February 21st, Ukraine will finally choose its singer for Eurovision 2016. That means it's time for us to go around and choose our personal top 3. And this week is a very special week. We are joined by Misha in the Czech Republic. Hello.
Hi.
And a special guest. He is the president of OGAE Ukraine. It is Paul.
Hi.
Hello. We are so glad to see that blue and yellow flag back at Eurovision.
Yeah, we definitely are.
Great. So Misha, why don't you kick us off with your number 3?
My number 3 is SunSay.
Love is the only way. Love is the only way.
I really like this song. When we were watching with my Ukrainian friend the selection, he was the last one to perform, and then my friend was like, okay, what is the number to vote? And I definitely agree with her because he stood out for me. His energy, his voice is very interesting. I like how he does all those vocalizations. It's really good.
You know, I gotta say, I actually second that. He is also my number 3.
Love is the only way.
And that is because the voice is so, I don't know, deep, melodic, a little sexy. It reminds me in some ways of the Justs in Latvia. That may sound weird, but there's some quality.
It does a little bit.
And I mean, they're totally different songs, but the voice is just, it's similar and inviting and modern, and you could hear it on the radio. And I like how at 1 minute, it starts off a little slow, but then at 1 minute it picks up, and so it keeps you alive, and it just sounds expensive. And when I heard this, it could be Ukraine, it could be Los Angeles, it could be London. It's so global. Paul.
By the way, number 3 is SunSay with Love Manifest.
Love is the only way. If love
I remember MP3, and it's just an energizing performance. It was on Saturday, so I like this song, and maybe it will fly for Ukraine to Stockholm, maybe.
And Paul, how popular are SunSay in Ukraine?
SunSay perform more not in Ukraine. He perform in Russia. He has in St. Petersburg and or Moscow, but not from. He don't have many of concerts in Ukraine, and he is from Kharkiv, and he's not so popular like Jamala or like Hardkiss.
Oh, do you think that puts him at a big disadvantage?
I don't know if he has some good chance to win this on Sunday, because he's not so popular in Ukraine. He's popular in Russia.
Okay.
So,
But he managed to score like 53% of the votes, I guess.
Yes, 53% of the votes, but we must try to see in the final. You know, Jamala got 49%. Yes, and yes, it will be a really great competition this Sunday.
Misha, it is time to move on to number 2.
Well, it's been the hardest thing to do to pick my who is the first and who is the second. I definitely have 2 favorites in Ukraine, and after long thinking, I think my second favorite is Jamala. I really love this song. I love those ethnic elements. The part she sings in Crimean Tatar language is really something magical, and her voice is really, really strong. She just killed everyone on stage.
My number 2, this was also very, very difficult. I mean, because there's so many, there are actually 3 other acts I like, but I ended up going with No Angels, Nu Anjali, Higher.
Nothing's gonna hold us down. We just gotta leave right now. We can go higher, higher, higher.
And I know some people are gonna laugh, because this, you might say this is like old school Eurovision, like a little hey, crazy dance, fun. But I just love their voices. They almost sound like men, and I mean this as a compliment. It's like a woman who sings in that low register. There's something very sexy about it. It's like they smoke a lot, or you know, maybe they're drag queens, but I like it. I think they're beautiful. I think the fact that there are 2 of them and they're both beautiful really helps. It's kind of like Tattoo, the fake lesbian thing. Like, you see them and you're like, I mean, I'm not into that, but you're like, ooh, hey, you know, there's this like sauciness. I don't know, I just really like their vibe and energy. And the song, I worried when I heard the SoundCloud version that it might be boring and repetitive, but live, it really comes alive. And it doesn't feel like 3 minutes, it feels, it's quick. And they just take it home. That final minute, they are shouting higher, and I am taking higher.
Yes, second place we have All Different, and my second place is the Hardkiss with Helpless. The Hardkiss are very, very popular from fans in Ukraine. All Euro fans will that the popular that the Hardkiss take part on Eurovision. It was a big dream of Ukrainian Euro fans, and now on all survivors they are first, so they are leader of all Ukrainian survivors who will fly for Ukraine to Stockholm. I really like this. It is with Ukrainian national ethnic music. It's really a great performance, really great voice of Yulia Sanina, and I think they will do very good performance in Stockholm if they will win. I think it's really great act for Ukraine.
Yeah, you know, this was actually either going to be my number 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's so close. And I loved the staging in Ukraine. Like, she had the dramatic headpiece. It looked religious. And I liked how live, because of the song, when you hear the recording, it maybe seems a little like flat, but when she sings, she makes it feel more like this. And by the final verse or chorus, it's so powerful. It's almost emotional. And I was worried, you know, because I wanted them to do more of the progressive pop rock, sexy, crazy makeup, you know, that stuff they're known for. And this is slightly different, so I was worried it may not work. But I really enjoyed it.
Well, and talking about the Hardkiss, they are my number 1. I really love them. Maybe I'm a little bit biased because I love their music a lot, but nevertheless, the Helpless is way different from their genre. It's not that epathetic, but it brings us the pureness of their soul, brings all the emotions. And if you listen to the song in the good headphones, it can blow you away somewhere far into space. Because especially the chorus in Ukrainian, it sounds very good. And again, those ethnic elements, I'm a big sucker for all the ethnic elements in songs, because it gives the song something special, something unique. And I really love it. And basically, I guess half an hour ago they released a new music video for the song. And it's also not like everything else from their repertoire, but it's black and white. It's just pure emotional showcases the nature of Ukraine, and it's really lively. And also, I was hooked up by the first seconds because of the bells in it. Like I guess the church bells, and it's something special in the song.
Oh, sorry, my turn. I was just so taken by your that was beautiful. So, my number one is Jamala with 1944. And I have to say, when I first heard the song for the first 10 or 15 seconds, I was like, what is this? I was like, this is crazy, I don't like it. But then she kept singing, and I kept getting drawn in. And then by the end, my mouth was on the floor. It mixes almost traditional music with R&B and pop and soul. You can't really define it because it mixes so much. And because she is so talented and her voice is so strong, it works. It all comes together in a really otherworldly, mystical, magical way. I know the topic is very serious, talking about the deportation of people, death, murder, etc. But I don't mind all that. I like it. It gives it drama and drive, and she feels what she is singing. I mean, she looked like she was gonna cry in the semifinal, and then Ruslana was up going like this. I mean, clearly, if I understood the language, it would be even better. And I love how she sings in Crimean Tartar towards the end. It just gives it that extra little bit of magic. And finally, I'm gonna stop waffling. The scream at the end, when she screams for thousands of people, and I am moved. Oh, I need a tissue, Paul.
Yes, my number one is Jamala with 19442. I will tell you that also, for example, Hardkiss and Jamala will have some other performance. They have other show. So this told me a manager from of Jamala's and Hardkiss that they will some more different than in semifinals. So we will wait. We are waiting to Sunday, and we will see. Maybe it will be more powerful from Jamala. And Jamala is really Jamala was with Smile in 2011 in Ukrainian national selection. She was in 2011 hot favorite with Zlata Ognjevich, but unfortunately, Mika Newton. Unfortunately for Jamala, yes, Mika Newton won this competition, and after that, Jamala told to all Eurovision websites that she will have something with Eurovision in Ukraine. But now she will try it because STB, a new channel in Ukraine, and maybe it's a new. Step for Jamala. She is really very popular in Ukraine. She thinks about her story. About her story. Smile, it was her story. About story of her family. 1944, it's a story about her family. About her grandmother. She was deported and it's really hard story, and she tell it in this song, and I know she will cry. She will cry on semi-final, but she was very powerful. She was very strong, and she knows that I must do it. I must do it for us, and she has it. She has it, and you Guardians, British Guardians. Has writing about Jamala. I think it's really great for Jamala. I think Jamala with peace song maybe Also, it's my number one. It's my meaning, and I really like Jamala, and it's really great voice. It's for me. It's wow. It was too powerful for me. Performance was powerful, and I know in the final it will be 200% powerful. So. But you know, if you all people who watch this interview and this video in Ukraine, you must vote with your heart. Yes, not our top three is best or my meaning or William or Misha. You must vote with your heart. So fill your heartbeat in front to 211 from Düsseldorf.
I am loving your passion. Ooh, Kiev is on fire tonight. Now, final question. Let's go around and say who we think will win. Not who we want to win, but who we think will win. I know it may be a little difficult, but Misha, you're first.
Jamala. I think it's nearly 90% because she's really powerful. The topic is great, and the whole energy on stage. And as Paul said, the performance will be a little bit changed. Then I don't know what can we expect, but I'm sure that it will be spectacular. So I think Jamala will win, and that's for sure. Maybe top 5 in Stockholm.
You know, I totally agree with you. When she performed in the semi-final, Twitter blew up, YouTube blew up, people would not stop talking. And this is more so, not just in Ukraine, but all over Europe. There has not been a reaction like this whole Eurovision season. There's been hype about, Ira Lasko, there's been hype about Nicky Byrne because he was in Westlife, but this is the first time there was so much hype about a song so quickly. Everything just changed in 3 minutes. If this doesn't win, then I'm gonna say fraud or corruption, because there's no way this can't win given the tsunami, the hurricane of support she has, not just abroad, but in Ukraine where it matters most. Paul.
I will say that SunSay and Jamala was leader of semifinals. They won. Jamala won the first semifinal, and SunSay won second semifinal. So they are hot favorites at the moment. But Hardkiss are hot favorite too, because they have a biggest fan support, as a support of for example of televoting, or for all fans, as a many fans. As I think for survey days, I saw 13% of all of contact of Russian national Russian social network. Many of them will vote for the Hardkiss. So we have really hot competition in Ukraine. But who will win? I think I think I'm from maybe Jamala. Jamala has really great message, in really actually message in Ukraine. It's a peace. Yes, it's really actually, and only actually message in Ukraine, and then in Europe, the peace, it can be higher and higher.
To quote No Angels.
I have to add that the Hardkiss also have a peace message, and they're saying like about rebirth, the chorus as the sun rises. So I think it's also a great topic nowadays.
And I have to say, No Angels also have a peace message. No, I'm just kidding, but I do love them. Well,
yes, Hardkiss and Jamala, for me, I think they have a big opportunity of TV voting. No Angels, they are very popular in Ukraine. You know, it's, from 2013 there was a hot favorite, but if they do it this year, okay, William, maybe.
There's no belief.
Maybe.
There's no belief. It's okay. Well, Paul, Misha, and I, it was so much fun having you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for invitation.
Anytime, darling. Now that's what we think. What do you think? You can let us know your top 3, your top 6, who you want to win in Ukraine here on our YouTube channel and also on Facebook, Twitter, and of course the website. See you later. Bye.
Bye.